You're sure to get diseases.
Married men,
Sometimes I use a condom.
cheating housewives, government officials and prostitutes.
What's clear is I need money and they need me.
Most call themselves devout Muslims, reveling in a mass ritual of adultery and sex.
Tetapi
The fact is, it's hypocritical.
Mardia runs a humble market stall in a Javanese coastal town. She's one of thousands on a pilgrimage to take part in an ancient sex ritual.
I come here to seek good fortune.
Back in the 16th century, legend has it a young Indonesian prince, Samodro, had an affair with his stepmother. They ran away and hid on Gunung Kemukus, otherwise known as Sex Mountain. But one day while mid-coitus, they were caught, killed and buried here. The story goes you must shag someone other than your spouse on the mountain every 35 days for 7 months, and blessings and wealth should come your way. You won't see this ritual anywhere else in Indonesia or the rest of the Muslim world. It's a very Javanese blend of religious ideals with Islamic, Hindu and Buddhist influences.
jadi
It's a strange thing, a paradox.
paradoks. Ya,
There's a mosque or shrine, but around it, there's a place for having illicit sex.
perselingkuhan.
Gepeng is a timber yard labourer, married with 2 kids. He and his mates are gearing up to make the journey to Sex Mountain.
If you're there, you look for a different partner, not the one you have at home.
I don't tell my wife. There's no way my wife will find out.
This woman's keeping her husband busy at home, giving him no chance to join Gepeng and friends, warning if he was ever to cheat,
I'd punch him like that.
it's hard to know whether these men are in it for the religion, the supposed riches, or the raunch.
We believe in God, but it's for the sake of our business. We go there so our lives will become more comfortable.
By sunset, the mountain is filled with Muslim pilgrims.
I'll see you at the usual place, in front of the grave.
Mardia has found her man. Gepeng and friends are still out on the prowl. But before the sex, there's a couple of important steps that must be completed. First, prayers and offerings are made at the grave.
Oh Samudro, please help your servant to have good fortune. Please give me lots of money to pay my debts.
Then pilgrims wash themselves at sacred springs. Once that's done, it's time to hook up. The law of Islam says a big no to adultery, and with more male than female pilgrims showing up, Sex Mountain is prime territory for prostitution, also forbidden in Islam. Behind that red curtain, there's rooms and girls for hire.
You one of this? Sure. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not allowed to film here, but I'm wearing a hidden camera.
How much do I give her?
I agreed to pay her the equivalent of around 30 Australian dollars. She takes her clothes off, but I explain I don't want to have sex, and she agrees to talk.
How many men you had today?
7.
7. Today? Oh, it's many. Do you think it's wrong that Islamic men come to have sex with you?
No.
And when the men come, do they use condoms?
No.
You don't worry that you maybe get sick?
Well, yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm scared.
Some of these shacks are privately owned. Others are built and funded by the local government.
Kemudian justru
The government facilitated the rise of prostitution there.
But they're loath to admit there is sex of any kind going on here.
We've never said the sex is a condition of the pilgrimage. It's what they want to do.
Pilgrims should come here with pure hearts and clean bodies.
Professor Kunjoro has been studying Sex Mountain for more than 30 years.
The Islamic religion forbids all this, but the government doesn't want to know that because they're more interested in profit. They leave religion behind.
The local government makes a sizable income from Sex Mountain. They charge the stores to set up shop, and the pilgrims pay a toll to enter the site. So it's not surprising officials and religious leaders turn a blind eye. Mardia and her lover have done the deed. She, along with most of the pilgrims that come here, are convinced the sex ritual is the reason their lives are changing for the better.
Praise be to God, after coming here, even though I have a few debts, I'm paying them off. I'm grateful to God and to this place.
Gepeng and friends don't kiss and tell, but judging by what I saw tonight, there's little doubt they all got some action.
Oh, I just come here for the karaoke.
At sunrise, you'd be forgiven for thinking nothing happened here. The shrine's closed. And the sex shacks empty. But the working girls are still here.
This is an agreement to have an HIV test.
This community health clinic at the entrance to the mountain is only here sporadically.
Most of the sex workers have contracted sexually transmitted diseases.
Dr. Yusinarto has been coming to treat patients for the past 5 years.
With HIV/AIDS, we're finding a lot of cases. There's definitely an upward trend.
It's hard to ignore the glaring contradiction that is Sex Mountain, and I don't know how willing I am to believe in the legacy of Prince Samudro and his stepmother lover. But what is clear is the thousands of pilgrims keeping this myth alive here are not going to stop coming anytime soon.